Camera's right here, okay? Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. And also, I just took a shower. I'm eating my,
Butter beans and chicken.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I ate all the fat.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm Uncle Bobo. This is the Numpster, or Serena. And this is
New name, Kevin.
yeah. And in this video, we're going to tell you a little bit of story about how we grew up, how your parents grew up, how I grew up, and then how my parents grew up for Serena, just so she'll have it again in the future. Okay, Serena?
These beans are really yummy. You
Yeah.
should try them.
This is on film, her actually eating beans that were cooked in butter and salt and sugar. Had to do it. Okay, so do you remember, have I told you any stories about how I grew up, Serena? Or when I was growing up, when I was a kid?
Loading. Yes, you did. But I do not remember which one it is.
You don't remember which one. Okay, let me go back, and from my parents, so my mama, my mom and dad, so your mama, yeah, right? We speak Chinese to them, mama, yeah. My mama, or your mama, my mom, grew up outside of Hong Kong, and she was the oldest girl. She was the oldest girl, just like you. So you were the oldest girl in the family, right? The oldest kid. And my mom was the oldest kid too. That's why they call her Gajie. And so she had 7 Tommy, Ricky, Leslie, Peter, Emily. Is that all of them? And my mom is 6. So I think there were 7, but there was one that passed away when they was young. So 5 other brothers and sisters, and my mom took care of all of them. My mom would come home from school and
That's a lot of kids.
cook a meal and help her brothers and sisters do their homework while she was cooking a meal, and then feed everybody, and then help her brothers and sisters take a bath and get clean and go to bed and do all this by herself. So my mom was like a mini mom, right? When she was like your age. How old are you?
6.
So when my mom was 6, your mama, when she was 6, she was already cooking meals and helping her brothers take a bath. Like, do you help your brother take a bath? No.
Yeesh.
Yeah, right.
That is crazy.
And yeah, so they didn't have much to eat all the time. So my mom would make rice and cook some vegetables, some choy, chao fan, ju song. And that's why my mom knew how to cook a lot of food. And who did she teach to cook food?
You.
Yeah. Is Daddy a good cook?
Yeah, and then my dad here is teaching me. I can cook 4 things.
What 4 things can you cook?
Macaroni and cheese, dumplings, noodles, sausages.
Eggs? Maybe eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah, some eggs. Okay. Okay, that's
Noodles.
cool. Okay, but okay. So my mom grew up in a family of lots of kids,
Yeah,
and she was the oldest one, and so she helped take care of them.
but there's no dad?
Well, my dad's side, because when my mom was growing up, my mom didn't know my dad, so Mama didn't know Yaya when she was growing up. Like, you don't know who you're gonna marry right now, right? Do you know who you're gonna marry?
No.
No.
I don't know, maybe Bernardo.
Oh, maybe Bernardo. I don't know about this Bernardo guy. But so this one is about Mama, or this one's about my mom. So when my mom got old enough, do you know how she got to Canada?
Bernardo.
So the story of how my mom got to Canada involves my mom's dad. So my grandfather was in, I think he was in Hong Kong, and my grandfather was really good at building radios and electronics with his hands, right? So he could take stuff and build a radio or build something cool to work with, right? And so that's how I think I have a little bit of that too, because Daddy's really good with my hands.
Do you know what? Maybe we're gonna build a part 2, right? Because this is gonna be.
This is a long video, but it's a good story. So the story of how my mom came to Canada is my grandfather was building a radio, or he was in Hong Kong, and he was really good with his hands. And a man named Uncle Jerry who came from Toronto. He lived in Toronto. He traveled to Hong Kong. He saw my grandfather in the streets building radios and being really good with his hands. And he said, hey, you've got a lot of skills. You're very valuable. I appreciate what you can do with your hands. Why don't you come over to Canada with me? I will help you immigrate into Canada, come to Toronto, and you can help work for me and build radios and stuff. This is my understanding. I don't know if this is actually true. This is my telling of the story. And so Uncle Jerry, who was, I guess he was a wealthy enough Canadian man. He was a Jewish man. He was Jerry Goldberg. He was a nice man. He owned a Lotterio. I remember meeting with him. And he brought over my grandfather. And then my grandfather ended up bringing over my mom and then all the rest of their family. That's why Mama's family, my mom's family, all lives in Toronto now. Well, most of them. Like Uncle Robert and Uncle Eric. And all the other cousins. Remember Auntie Rainbow when we go to Auntie Rainbow's house for a big dinner? Do you remember? It was so long ago. Remember Auntie Rainbow's house for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and we play in the backyard, and all your cousins?
I remember in the spring we played those water tubes. It was like a water show. I liked it.
Yeah, at Auntie Rainbow's house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played in monsters.
That was fun times. That was super fun times.
Yeah.
And so that's how that side of the Chan family came to Canada. Right? And that's how that daddy was born in Canada. I didn't have to come from anywhere else. I grew up in Scarborough. Is that good?
Okay.
So it was we immigrated back. This was back in the 70s. And then my brother in the olden days. My brother and I were born. And then we grew up speaking Chinese. Cheesy. 可唔可以執你要講中文先得㗎。
What does that mean?
你都唔明。你講中文 We're going to send you. If we just keep talking Chinese at home, you think she'll pick it up? I don't know. Maybe.
What does that mean?
你邊個？你咩名？
What does that mean?
你幾歲？
What does that mean?
你幾歲？咩名？邊？ Okay, it's getting late. We finished her meal. Has she finished her meal of butter beans? So her meal tonight was just chicken and beans. She's still voluntarily eating beans, so that's a good thing. Sebi's gonna be coming out of the bath. So is there anything else that you want to talk about? Did you hear about Daddy growing up yet? Did you want to hear a story about when I was growing up?
Yeah, there's gonna be part 3. It's just you growing up.
When I was 6 years old.
Wait. So, next one is gonna be you growing up, and then the other part is gonna be me growing up.
You're still growing up now, but we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? And we're gonna look into this Bernardo kid. Who are your other friends? You have lots of friends right now.
Yeah.
You want to send this video to out? You
and
want to
also-
shout out to Eric and Robert for
Wait.
checking out our channel.
Wait. I literally almost have 10 boyfriends. Like, literally almost.
Literally almost have 10 boyfriends. Can you name them? Friends that are boys.
Yeah.
Can you name them?
Wyatt, Andy, Lucien, Bernardo, Julian.
Or?
6?
I don't know. Andy? Did you say Andy?
Yeah.
Andy. Lock's family, but you know.
Yeah, lock.
And- No more boys, right? We don't know that many boys. Sebi counts. He's your friend. He's a boy. And Daddy? Haha. That's 10.
That's him. I
That's
got 10.
That's 10.
I got
Okay.
10. Yay,
Shout-outs to
I got
anyone else?
10.
I don't know.
Yay, I got 10. I'm surprised I got 10.
Okay, see you next time.
I'm so lucky I got 10. It's just, let's go party over 10.